Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate. Maham vande Sri Gurudinataranam, Paramananda Madhavam, Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, Kripasindubhyevacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So this is going to be the entitled The Dark Class. Whole area. Okay. Nothing to worry about. So here, in the 5th chapter, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has explained to his dear friend and devotee, Arjuna, Karma Yoga, or action in Krishna consciousness. Karma means action, but yoga means to connect one's actions with the Lord. And that is action in Krishna consciousness. Everyone has to act, because Krishna says in the Gita, if I would stop working, all the world would go to ruin. So you have to stay busy. But not just busy for the sake of being busy, you have to stay busy for Krishna. Otherwise, what's the point? Sometimes we confuse efficiency with effectiveness. Do you know the difference between the two? Efficiency things, we're doing a lot of stuff. We're very busy. We're running around. We're really, spinning our wheels. We have long to-do lists, and we're taking care of business. We're doing so many tasks. But we never ask ourselves, what's the point? Am I going anywhere? Is there actually a point to this? Is there a goal to be achieved besides just getting stuff done? What is the real purpose of the human form of life? Why am I here? Who am I working for? So that question is not asked in efficiency, because there it's just how to optimize. Less expenditure, more profit. But what's the point? Why bother? That's why a lot of people, even though they're very efficient, they're not very effective. Effect means, what is the effect? What is the impact? What actually gets achieved? At some point you realize that just working for the sake of working is not where it's at. Because if you don't see a meaning, if you don't see a purpose, then why would you continue working? And thus a lot of people quit their jobs, they drop out of school, they just sign off because they don't see the point, they don't see the meaning. So, therefore, action in Krishna consciousness is the solution, where sometimes you may not be that efficient. Just like today. Today was a day off. It's called Blue Monday. Have you heard of Blue Monday? Because weekends tend to be pretty hectic in the Hare Krishna movement. Have you noticed how weekends can be kind of hectic in the Hare Krishna movement? So sometimes you need a break. And Monday is a good day for that, because no one can be on the go 7 days, 24/7. It just doesn't work like that. So either you can build in some balance, some recreation during the week, or you have to take a day off sometime, and that sometime oftentimes could be Monday. Now if you're working a job, it's different. It's Monday through Friday, or Monday through Saturday. So Sunday is your day off. So you have a different cycle, you have a different rhythm. But there has to be some balance. Yuktahara viharasya yukta swapnasya chetasu yukta swapna vabodasya yogo bhavati dukkha. If you are yukta, or balanced, equipoised, and you understand what is the real meaning of action, then you can actually minimize most of the sufferings of this world. How about that? Does that sound okay to you? Sounds pretty nice, right? You can get free from most of the pains and troubles of this world just by following this one verse of the Bhagavad Gita. That's already worth the price of the admission to this class. So, but most people don't know. They have no clue about this. Does they think, no, I need to do more. More work, more stuff, but it doesn't mean that you're really more effective. I have a friend, he runs a few companies. He told me last year we had $164 million turnover. But he said it's not enough because the profit margin is too small. Expenditures are too high. And so we're not really going anywhere. I said, 164 million? Something must be wrong here, you know? So they're very efficient, but they're not effective. Because the bottom line is, how much profit have you made in your business? There may be someone who has got just a mom and pop store, or, you know, our Serbian friend here on the corner selling whatever it is that they're selling. But it's just one person working, low overhead, low investment, low risk. And they're making more profit sometimes than big companies. So, success is defined by the way we define success. How do you define your success? What is success for you? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Or breakfast and lunch and no dinner? Getting through the day, getting through the week, getting through the year, getting through life? What is our yardstick, our measurement of success? Well, Krishna is giving us his yardstick, and that's the one we should subscribe to. Because we know that in this world of names, all the toys go back on the shelf. No matter how many cars, companies, houses, how much jewelry, how much money in the bank, how many people you know or think you know. If you want to really get to know people, ask them for money. You'll get to know them. You know the saying? If you ask for money, you get advice. And if you ask for advice, you get money. So, just, you know, as a side, there's value-added benefit to coming to Bhagavad Gita class. You do get a few life skills and a few pointers in how to navigate better in this world. So if you were to be in want of money, ask people for advice. And they will give you good advice. They will tell you, you should go and work hard. You should get a job, pay back all your debts, and then you will actually be going somewhere. But people who are just thinking, oh yeah, I should go play the lottery. Yeah, the lottery is the tax for the stupid people. Anyone who knows probability theory, you don't have to be a PhD in mathematics, knows that the house always wins and you always lose. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Did you register that? Mm-hmm. Okay. That saves you just about, you know, wasting a lot of money. Have you seen all the gambling advertisements here in Bulgaria? All the casinos? There must be some people who are not financially literate. Otherwise, this wouldn't be such a big industry, right?
Yeah.
Now, of course, we know that gambling is more addictive than sex, drugs, and rock and roll, because that expectation, that hope, that anxiety that I'm going to win, makes people continue to gamble till they have nothing left. They die on the slot machine because they don't know that whether it's day or night. They forget to eat. So anyhow, Bhagavad Gita is the user's manual for the galaxy. So if you want to know how to navigate successfully in this world, and it's not always that easy. Like today, we just wanted to go buy a couple of things and we hit a huge traffic jam. Has this ever happened to you? Or is it just me? So, and you wonder, like, why does everybody have to jump into their cars at the same time? Why can't this be done in a better way? Well, city life is for the birds. It's not really for civilized people. So if you want a peaceful life, then live in the countryside, live in the village, live in the mountain. But you have to be willing to accept the fact that life is a little slower, that life is a little more simple, that you be going to go out into your garden and see your vegetable grow. They will grow every day a little bit, and you'll be there to see them watch grow. So, but because in the Kali Yuga we're predominantly in the mode of passion with a good chunk of ignorance, so we haven't seen the benefit of actually living a life of goodness. Thus we want everything fast. We want fast money, we want fast cars, you want fast relationships, and at the end, boom, crash, and it's all kaput. And you have nothing. In fact, not nothing, you have debts. Have you heard of debts? You're in minus. And that's bad business, you know. Doing business, losing money is bad business. Better not do anything than do bad business, right? So Krishna is kindly explaining all these points to us in the Bhagavad Gita. I'm just putting it into plain German, you know, so you can actually grasp it. And he's saying that if you want to be happy, you have to be peaceful. If you're in fear, you can't be peaceful. And if you're not peaceful, you can't be happy. So here in this verse, 529, last verse of the 5th chapter, Krishna is giving the peace formula. One time I was sitting in New York in 26 2nd Avenue listening to class, and His Holiness Chadvaita Maharaj walked in the door, and he walked past me. I was at the back, and he looked at me and he went like this. He said, "Love and peace." Now, of course, this is a different generation, and we both laughed because he understood that I knew what he was talking about, what he meant. But this is what Krishna is trying to tell us here. That if you don't have peace, then you can't really be happy. You can't really appreciate anything in life. Have you ever seen the birds who are pecking? Have you seen birds pecking? And every moment they're looking around. Someone's going to come and get me. And then they peck a little more, and then they look around. Constant anxiety. Do you know that most birds, when they hear a gun go off, they die from shock, not from impact of a bullet. They die from shock. Their system just goes into shock. In fact, many animals, when they experience extreme states of shock, they die from that. Just like the example is, 5th canto, the deer, Bharat Maharaj. She heard a lion roar, she jumped, lost the baby, and went to the other side and died. So, fear is a real killer. Fear can really turn things toxic. I talked to some of my doctors, friends, and they said that you better stay away from that stress business, because stress can trigger a lot of different diseases, you know, like cancer, diabetes, all that kind of stuff. Usually stress is the trigger, all the diseases are already planned and programmed in your body, because there is an expiration date on this machine. Have you noticed? Did you find the expiration date on your machine? No, you haven't, because it's not really clear, right? When it's going to be. It depends on how you play the game, on how you live life, on how much you read Bhagavad Gita, and how well you chant Hare Krishna. That has an impact on your life. So, without detracting too much from the main topic, Krishna is giving us here the peace formula. How do we actually be peaceful? And with peace, then you will be able to experience happiness. And for that, you just have to know 3 things. Krishna is the supreme ruler of all the planets. Everything is under his control. Bhayam ditya biniveshatasyad ishara petasya viparyo smriti. Fear arises when we see something as separate from Krishna. We think that this thing is not under Krishna's control. Then we become fearful. But as soon as we know that, no, Krishna is, he runs the spiritual and the material world through his different potencies. Parasya Shakti Vidaiva Shurite Svabhaviki Jnana Balakriyacha. So, Krishna is in charge. Then, you become peaceful. Okay, point number 1. Point number 2, what's point number 2? No, we're not there yet. That's point number 3. Krishna is the proprietor, and thus, he's also the enjoyer. I don't have to be the enjoyer. I don't have to be hilariously enjoying myself every moment of the day and posting pictures and telling the world how much I'm having a good time. I can just... No need. Yeah, that's better. I can just do what I have to do. And I don't have to impress. I don't have to show off. I don't have to take pictures of anything. I can just mind my own service or my own work. And I'll do that for Krishna. Because Krishna, He is the supreme enjoyer. Have you noticed how stressful life becomes if you're trying to enjoy? Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Just thinking about making plans of how to enjoy gives you stress. Huh? You remember when you were teenagers, you meet your friends? Where are we going to go today? You remember that question?
Yes.
Huh? Where are we going to go? Oh, I don't know. What are we going to do? Oh, I don't know. Huh? It's a big question, right? Then you grow a little older, then it's more like, okay, where do we go for vacation? What are we going to wear to this occasion? What are we going to eat? And all that kind of stuff. But it's miserable. You can't enjoy nothing. Huh? You're on vacation and all you think is, how much is this going to cost me? You know that feeling? Huh? How much is going to be there on the credit card bill? So, Krishna says, no, I'm the enjoyer. So, give it to me. Krishna says very mercifully, give it to me, offer it to me. And even though, materially speaking, it doesn't make any sense, because spiritual mathematics is 1 minus 1 is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 1. There's a lot of troop movement here. We just wait till our troops have settled down. Om Purnamadak Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishate. This is Ishopanishad. If you understand that shloka and the next one, Ishavasyamidam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Chagat Tena Tyaktena Bunjita Ma Gridaha Kasasviddanam. Then you're good. You learn these 2 verses of the Ishopanishad. Can you do that? Yeah! Haribol! Yeah! Yeah, we're going to do that. I guarantee you, your life will never be the same. You'll understand that everything comes from Krishna, depends on Krishna, and will go back into Krishna. So everything is resting on Krishna. And verse number 2, there's a quota system. You heard of socialism, communism? Everybody does as much as they should or as they can for the greater good and receives what they need. And in this way everything will be perfect. It's called the Ishavasyan principle. Just with a small difference that the person who is in charge is not your comrade or your boss of the party, but it is Krishna. Because some people are equal and some people are more equal than others. Okay. Let's get the logistics done and then we can carry on. So, all this knowledge is there in the Bhagavad Gita. But if I don't open the Bhagavad Gita and read it every day, then what's the point? I may go back to doing stupid stuff because I just don't know any better. And you can't blame it on your lack of education or on your country, your nationality, or in anyone. Because at the end of the day, we have to accept responsibility. So, okay, we already had everything is enjoyed by Krishna. And the first one, Krishna is the controller. Everything is under His control. So it's all good. Don't worry. Like, okay, power outing, no big deal. We planned it that way, right? So, it's all under Krishna's control. Do you know that people lived lives before electricity? Did you know that?
Yeah.
They built churches. They built, the Great Wall of China. They did a whole bunch of stuff without electricity. Can you believe it? They wrote books. They opened universities. They had kids. They went to war without electricity. Amazing, huh?
Yeah.
And here we are, what? No cell phone reception? What? No? Huh? No, yeah, it's possible to live life. Believe it or not. And then number 3, Krishna is Suhrit. What does that mean? Su means you, Hrit, heart. So that means Krishna has your heart, your true welfare at heart. That's Krishna's interest. He's your best friend. Huh? Not, who cares how many people like you or don't like you or know you. Huh? Just make sure your relationship with Krishna is very strong. And I'll guarantee you, people will want to know, why are you who you are and the way you are? Why are you detached? Why are you not like everyone else? Egomaniacs, possessive, manipulative. Because a devotee can truly be detached because he knows Krishna is there for me. Krishna is good. Krishna got me. I just read 7th canto. Prahlad Maharaj, his dad wanted to kill him because he was really upset that his son was siding with the enemy. And he really tripped. He really started freaking out because nothing worked. He tried to re-educate him. He tried to coerce him. He tried to threaten him and have him killed. Nothing worked. So he realized that this little 5-year-old boy is probably going to be the cause of my death. So he was ready to kill his own son. You have to be pretty gone, to have that type of mentality, that type of attitude. But Prahlad, he was peaceful. He was not fazed by all this because he knew that my Lord is here. My Lord is here. Not just in the pillar, he's everywhere. And he's got my back. He's protecting me. Do you feel that Krishna is protecting you? Do you feel that Krishna is guiding you? Do you feel that Krishna is your well-wisher and your best friend? Note, message to self. Room for improvement. Improve my relationship with Krishna. Right now, we still think, yeah, I got this covered, I know a few people, and I got connections. I know how to get things done. But there's nothing that you can do because Krishna is the one who is in control. And he's the one who has your true well-being at heart. And that also sometimes manifests that Krishna will send us reminders, will send us wake-up calls, and he'll say, hey, you can do better. So that's Krishna's kindness. That's Krishna's mercy, that he's helping us in that way to come closer to him. Because that's what a person does who loves us. They want you to be your very best. So, this is the peace formula. If you just remember this, Krishna is the controller, Krishna is the enjoyer, Krishna is the well-wishing friend. There are different types of friends, Some friends are social friends. You just meet them because of job or because of family, but it's not really close. Other friends are, they're people that you know. But Surit is the person who has your true well-being at heart. He's your real benefactor. That's Krishna. Only Krishna can be Surit. Have you ever tried to please people? Have you succeeded? No. It's impossible. Because the same thing that makes some people happy makes other people really upset. Have you noticed? And it doesn't matter which industry you're in. What makes some people happy really makes other people annoyed or angry. So you can't really please everybody. But if you please Krishna, Yato taror mula nisechanena tripyanti tatskanda bujo prashaka prano paharat shayatendriyanam tataiva sarvaranama chucheja. Just like watering the root of the tree, the leaves, branches, fruits, and flowers become nourished. Giving food to the stomach nourishes all parts of the body automatically. In a similar way, if we give our love, our affection to Krishna, who is the source of all existence, will please not only us, but will please everybody. So, let's do something daring. And you want to do something daring? Like those of you who like to gamble. This is what you should gamble on. You should put everything on 108 black. That means Krishna. Huh? Lucky there's no 108, right, in the casino. So, you put everything on Krishna, and you know, Krishna has gotten. That doesn't mean you do dangerous, illegal, or outrageously stupid things. But it means that I have full faith. Shraddha Shabde Vishwas Kohe Sudrida Nischoy Krishna Bhakti Koila Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. That, what does it mean? What we just said now. Krishna's got your back. You have firm faith in this. Not just, oh yeah, Krishna is nice on Saturday because, you know, there's some food. But on Sunday, I'm with the church guys, and on Monday, I'm with the soccer guys, and on Tuesday, you know, the list goes on. And we just choose according to venue and menu, we choose. No. Just like the devotees asked Lord Chaitanya, when will Mukunda get your mercy? Mahaprabhu said, in how many million lifetimes? 10 million lifetimes, he will get my mercy. They said, why? He said, because Mukunda, you know, if he's here, he's doing bhakti, then he goes there, he talks jnana, there he talks karma, there he's with all kinds of people. So, I won't give him my mercy before 10 million lifetimes. So the devotees were heartbroken. They went to Mukunda and told him. And he said, I will see, I will get the mercy, 10 million lifetimes only. When Mahaprabhu heard that, he said, okay, bring him. All right, he's okay. So, it's okay to be a liberal devotee, but in the name of liberalism, don't do stuff that's compromising your integrity. And in a similar way, it's okay to be conservative, but in the name of being conservative, don't do stuff that scares other people away and ruins their ability to appreciate Krishna consciousness. So, Prabhupada wrote a letter to a temple president, and we need more cushions here. He wrote a letter to a temple president, and he said, you have to be very strict. And the next sentence was, and very liberal. It's like, how does this work? Huh? How does this work? This is called Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. This all Achintya Kaloye Bhava Tangstarkena Na Yojayet. All seeming contradictions are reconciled in the amazing nature of Krishna. Just like the spiritual master, he tells the men, you should all stay brahmachari. And he tells the women, you should all get married. Now how does it work out? The men don't listen. That's how it works out. So, humor aside, this is Krishna's words of wisdom, teaching us how to live a happy life. Krishna is concerned about our well-being. He's concerned that we're happy. You might say, hey, you know, who am I? Like, I'm just, you know, a little speck. Like this universe is a speck, and I'm one little jiva in this universe. How come Krishna cares so much about me? That he comes and he gives us this wisdom, and he sends teachers, and he sends friends, and he sends mentors. But still, we're dog stubborn. No, I don't want to. And my one lady in Varna, I wanted to give her a book, and she said, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free, you know? And I'm like, come on, take it, come on, take it. No, I'm free, I'm free. And I'm like, you're a prisoner of your mind, you know? Like, snap out of it, you know? Like, are you allowed to read? I'm free, I'm free. I'm like, you're possessed, man. You know, like, drop the act. And she ran away, I'm free, I'm free. And I'm like, you know, maybe she took the wrong medication or something. And there's a lot of people like that. All of a sudden they think I'm my soccer team, or I'm my you know, am my bar, or am I, you know, they subscribe to all kinds of really strange stuff. And even if you're somewhat normal, then you're still not going anywhere, because unless we have transcendental knowledge, everything is red, blue, and yellow. Everything is a mixture of Trigunamai. You take these three primary colors, you get 8,400,000 species, you get all the different scenarios that can play out within this world. Oh, you're concerned that you have to look into your trauma and your past. Let's do some regression. How far? How many lifetimes? 8,400,000? Good luck. Thanks Krishna, he has granted us forgetfulness. Because if you would have to remember our life as a microbe, our life as a cockroach, our life as... You go crazy, you go nuts, it doesn't work. Can't handle it. So, let's do something daring. And take that leap of faith. Prabhupada said, if you want to gamble, this is your chance. Put all your effort and all your faith in Krishna. He won't disappoint you. When I was a kid, I had 3 desires. I wanted to travel the world, have a lot of friends, and be the best at what I do. And Krishna has exceeded my wildest dreams, has given me everything and more, has taken away a lot of stuff again, and really kept things interesting. So if you want exciting life, join the Sankirtan movement of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But if you want to play it safe and you want to have a humdrum, boring life, then don't go on Sankirtan. Don't go down to the Jamuna and see that blue boy who is playing his flute, because he may steal your mind and you may not get it back. So, this was just a warm-up. Are you ready? Are you ready for the class?
Yeah.
Now I know Tulsi was born ready because he's a wrestler. But for the rest of us, we have a little bit of time for questions, comments, and reflections. It was a really wonderful week here in Varna and here, and thank you all for taking care of us, hosting us, feeding us, driving us, tolerating us. And there's a ton of potential. If we fine-tune a little bit our communication and cooperation and focus a little bit more on university students and youth, this place could be so busy that the traffic will back up from here all the way downtown. By then, we should have a center downtown so that all those people can go to the center downtown. Hint, hint. So, there are always options. Questions, comments, and reflections. Not all at once. Yes, sir.
I realized that logical understanding of all these things is not enough, not at all. At least for me, I don't know for others. Like it can get me inspired to do something for Krishna for I don't know, few hours. And yeah, what can you say about that when we don't have taste and the logical understanding of this is the best thing you can do is not enough? What can you do?
Thank you for your honesty. There's first class intelligence, second class, third class, and 10th class. And then there's Dandavat class. So first class intelligence is you understand the mission of Guru and Gauranga without being told. You know what to do and you go and you do it. Second class is you've been told and you go and you do it. Third class is you've been told and you may make mistakes, but you try. 10th class is you've been told and you use your own intelligence to prove that no, this is not what we should be doing. What you're saying is wrong. We should do different things. And Dandavat class is you do everything wrong, but you always pay your Dandavats. And Prabhupada said, those, they can also get the mercy. He said, my disciples, they may do everything wrong, but they always pay their obeisances. So, you know, that that is a special category. But humor aside, getting back to your question, we have to fortify our intelligence so that we can remember some of these things. Prabhupada said to remember means to write it down. Are you keeping a journal?
Yes.
Yeah, so write it down, not on your phone, but with pen and paper. Write it down. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So you remember the next day, no, this wasn't a good option. It didn't work yesterday, so I shouldn't do this. It's like on Sankirtan. You go out and you distribute books, and then you try certain things, like trying to convert a fanatical Christian. Have you ever tried?
Yes.
Yes, Haribo.
They also tried to convert us.
So you do 10 of those, and then you cross it out, and you say, not a mas, no more. This category ceases to exist. Sorry, this product is not in the store anymore. The next time you see a guy screaming and yelling at kids and waving his scripture, you don't go and talk to him. Because there's only one way how to deal with fanatics, and that is, don't. Don't. Just avoid them. Huh? Then you had your fair share of those 2 young and 2 beautiful girls that just stand there and go, oh, you're a monk, huh? And then, oh no, okay, so, okay, 10, done. All right, done. Okay, next. It's okay to make mistakes, but don't make the same mistake over and over and over and over. Otherwise it becomes a little bit old, a little bit demeaning. So the intelligence has to become fortified, has to become trained. And how does that happen? Through regular study. Are you reading Prabhupada's books every day?
No.
Do you have a plan for reading? That's why it's not happening. Like, I have a plan to eat my 2 meals a day. And believe it or not, so far I've been pretty consistent. I've been pretty good at it. Very rarely my plan gets foiled. And I have a plan for reading. And believe it or not, it happens. Come hell or high water, I will stick my nose into this book. Because I know if I'm not taking the medicine, I may turn into a werewolf. I may turn into something different. And that's not what I want to be. I know I can be better than that. We have to fortify our intelligence so that when the emotions go high and stuff starts going sideways, that your intelligence kicks in and says, whoa, step back, disengage. This is not where you want to be. This is not how it's going. Otherwise, you can pick a fight any moment. You can walk out on the street and tell the guy, hey, what you looking at? Okay, let's take it out, And I've seen people like that, but it's not how you want to be, right? You want to be in a different zone. You want to be in a different mindset. Then, good association. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Now, you may be surrounded by a lot of wise people, but if we are not really connecting in the right way and emulating the right kind of examples, then we're not going anywhere. We're mainly running manoratena satadavato bahi. We're running on the chariot of the mind. Where is that chariot of the mind going? Nowhere. Have you heard of the destination called nowhere? Huh? Yeah. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Because you have no clue. Right now, most people, they're very busy, but they're not going anywhere. Why? Because they have confused efficiency with effectiveness. They don't really know where they're going. That's why any road will take them wherever they want to go, but not where they should be going with their lives. So, get a journal, have a plan, have people who you trust who will supervise you, and work hard. Work hard. Pay your dues, pay your debts, and you will